Monaco, we have found Freddie Hunt, and listen, update number one. It's now 5:22 local time. They are 6 minutes into investigating Nico Rosberg for reversing up the track. So we'll have another.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know the main story of qualifying. Anyway, look, I'm not going to ask you about that. What is this you're doing? First of all, how are you? We had you. You were a guest on the F1 show briefly the other day. You well? Your Hunt Lauder is back together.
Well, yeah. Well, we hope so. The MRF challenge in India and I think Bahrain as well. I rang them up to see if they might like me to drive, and they said, yeah, that could be interesting. Can you also? What about Matthias Lauda? So I said, well, I'll send an email. So I did, and he did, and so yeah, it looks like we might be racing with each other, against each other, on the same track in the same cars anyway. So, but we've got to get the budget first. They're looking for the budget for both of us. I think first round is it's a support race to the WEC at Bahrain. First round there.
That's what people forget, and I guess what Rush, the film, showed. By the way, did you see that? Did you like it?
I haven't seen it yet.
You really haven't? No,
yeah.
You have seen it.
I have seen it. I did like it. On the whole, as a movie, it's a great movie, I thought. There was a few inaccuracies that I wasn't, totally happy with, but it would have been impossible for them to make it happy for all the family, make the happy family. So the one thing, main thing annoyed me a little bit was massive focus on Nicky's crash, which was fine, but they kind of neglected Dad's bad luck. So one might be able to think that Dad won the championship because Nicky had his crash, but that wasn't the case at all. Dad actually had more bad luck than Nicky that year, albeit less painful. So he did win it fair and square, and that's what the movie doesn't really show. So that's the only thing.
But in terms of the rivalry, but also shows the friendship, and that was real, and that's why this, you racing with Nicky's son Matthias, is, there was a friendship there. Yes, there was the rivalry, but they respected and liked, and they were friends.
Well, exactly, yeah.
In a strange way, despite being bitter rivals.
Yeah, well, they were good friends. I mean, in the movie, when at the opening scene, you see them meeting each other and obviously not liking each other initially, but the reality was they were living together at that time. They were sharing a flat in London.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, listen, we're running out of time, and I've got to wrap up this Rosberg thing. But yeah, some thoughts that he, when he went too far and then came back onto the track, and that was deliberate in some way and held up Lewis. And Lewis certainly seems to think that.
Ooh, big kerfuffle then.
A big kerfuffle. Yeah, Freddie, listen, Freddie Hunt, thank you very much. And we're going to break again, and I'll give you a little update